Hello, and welcome to tonight's stream. I just decided not to stream the last 2 days for no specific reason, but I'm back today, and it should be good times. I haven't finished updating the board, but I will tell you, I finally got some more mystery packs. I know it is very long overdue, but I'm finally gonna do it. So, well, I finally did it is what I mean. So I gotta hurry and count because I don't actually know how many there are. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 49, almost 50. Alright, let's just put 45, no, let's just say like 40 plus, because that way I won't have to worry about keeping track of it for the first several packs. Oh yeah, it just needs to say regular. Alright, cool. I got that. And then now for down here, I also have to count these. Let's see. 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. Then we've got 14. Here we go. Mystery packs. Oh, there's not room. Alright, it will just say Yu-Gi-Oh! Mystery. I think y'all can figure out the rest. And there we go. Let's see. This light is like all the way over here and it's supposed to be right next to me and it's really throwing me off. Alright, it's better now. The most beautiful surprises. Oh my goodness, nobody's bought them yet, and I'm like so like excited for someone to. It's gonna be so legendary. I'm just like, I can't stand being the only person that knows what's inside. But also for the sake of it still being a beautiful surprise, I can't tell anyone. It's a lot. See, I'm gonna like adjust this slightly. There. Then yeah, now we have 2 custom painted cards available. Dapper Pikachu and the Vaporeon. Honestly, love how the Pikachu turned out. I mean, of course I love the Vaporeon too, but this one I just finished yesterday. Here, I'll move this for a second. Look at this. Look at this beautiful Dapper Pikachu. I love it so much. And of course we still have the beautiful Vaporeon baby. Another thing I'm very proud of. Alright, it looks like we've got our first order, and it looks like it's a good thing that I made more mystery packs, because we've got 4 regular ones for Jacob. Let me go ahead and grab those. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we are. Move those out of the way just a pinch. And let's go ahead and see what we can get for you. Starting off with a Whirlipede, Bounsweet, Ralu Reverse, and for our sleeved cards we have a Rhydon First Edition from Jungle and a Lickitung First Edition from Jungle. So a double vintage card pack that is pretty solid. Next up we have Snubbull, Shuppet, Lucario, and for the sleeved card, a Colossal VMAX. Let's go on to this next pack. We got a Nidoran, Electabuzz, there's a Pikachu, and for our sleeved card, we have an Alakazam V. And to finish off on pack number 4, we've got Milcery, Metapod, Misty's Determination, and for our final card, a Tauros First Edition, also from Jungle. There are all of those for you. Hope you enjoy, and I will get them added to your stack. Let's see. There we go. Got it. I've been, I mean, considering I made all of these today in like the last hour and a half, I actually, you know, remember pretty well what's in most of them, which is cool. So, I like being able to actually remember. I usually only remember like really crazy things I put in mystery packs, but today I'm like, I just made these. I know exactly what's in them. Except for like half of them I partially forgot, but it's okay. But I have been working on adding a lot more vintage stuff to mystery packs, which I think is super fun for me and for everyone else, because, I mean, vintage stuff is always fun. Hey, welcome Andre, it's good to see ya. Alright, I don't believe we got any other orders yet. I'll move these cuties back into screen. I don't know if I'll have any more regular cards soon. Like regular new painted cards soon. Though I am almost done with my first jumbo card attempt, which actually turned out really well. I just had to be so careful because jumbo cards, you only have ones that are like, you know, ultra rare, that holofoilness going on. You have to be so careful. Even once the paint is dry, it can rub off so easily. But once you get that Mod Podge on, you're good to go. You just, you know, have to get to that point first. But what I have finished is this. I don't know if y'all can see how sparkly it is on screen, but I had so much fun making this. I love to be just a little bit chaotic in my creativity, and so I love this pattern of painting where it's just everything is partially mixed and just swirling around. And then I like carved out some Pokemon. I'm sure you can tell which Pokemon, and then further emphasize them using glitter. And I'll probably sell this at some point, but I haven't figured out for sure when yet, but honestly think it turned out so cool. I definitely want to try making more stuff in this style. It's pretty fun. And sparkly. I like sparkly stuff. Pretty big. Yes, it definitely could use being shipped soon. Let me check for orders first, but if we don't have any, we can just peek at it. I usually don't show off bags on stream, but since we aren't really doing anything, just getting started, it should be fine. Alright, let's see. We get quite the solid stack for you. Couldn't even get it out with only one hand. I had to use both. So first we got some Dragon Ball Z. Got some fancy stuff. I think most of it from mystery packs. Then got a base at Charmander, some full art, and all kinds of regular stuff. Half of this is upside down and half of it is upside up. That's just, you know, how it is sometimes. Yeah, lots of cards there from different times. Yes, you're right. Oddish, Pikachu, Bulbasaur, and then there's a fourth one. I don't know if anybody can tell what it is. I can show it off again after we look through here. See, that one's a shadowless card. Extra groovy. Hey, that's good stuff. Some Digimon. See, there's a first edition Grimer. Veltzel's always cool. Then start putting these back in the box as we show them off to you. Then here's some of the stuff from today. Then we got some Dragon Ball Z. Some Coolio stuff there. Random Dragon Ball Z mixed in with the rest of the Pokemon. And that is the end of the stack. Alright, let me get that put back where it goes. And I'll refresh orders. I honestly have so much fun with art and painting and just anything creative. It's always just been something I've loved and enjoyed throughout my life. And I really love that now I am in a position where I can share that art with people and, you know, not be the only person that gets to enjoy it. I mean, when I was younger, some of my art wasn't quite as professional. But I definitely feel like I've always had a knack for it. Yes, it's going to be a very exciting package. Lots of fun variety. You know, VMAX's full arts, regular Vs, GXs, a few EXs, random vintage cards, the Dragon Ball Z. I say that is some pretty groovy stuff. So today I just have water to drink because my mom is trying to help me drink water. So in the mornings when she brings me breakfast, instead of lemonade, she brings me water. And to put it simply, I don't like water. It just makes me cringe to drink it. But I know it's important, so I have water. It's kind of lame. Yeah, that's not very delicious. Well, it's good to see you for a minute, John. I mean, we will be probably going a bit longer tonight, so who knows? Maybe we'll still be on when you eventually get home. It's been... I mean, I took 2 days off, so now we gotta, like, end off the week with a big solid stream. I mean, I did start it a little earlier than I would usually. I have no specific reason for that, other than that I've felt like it. I don't know. I feel like that's good enough reasoning. I mean, it was my stream. Play by my rules, my timing. My timing is very sporadic and strange, but it works well enough, I would say. Well enough. Let's check for orders. And I don't think we got any more yet. The flavor is super lame, but it's pretty good for the body. I mean, water used to like always be refreshing, but now I just am like, oh, why is it so unpleasant? But yeah, it's important. I just always say I prefer to get my water from like my lemonade, because it technically is like water partially, you know? There's also a lot of non-water, but it's okay because I also need non-water in my diet, because if I only had water, that would not be super great. Not really. So, yeah. Many reasons why I prefer lemonade to water. I'm very excited to open more stuff, because even with not streaming, I also haven't opened any packs for myself, just like randomly the last 2 days. So I'm just like, I need to open stuff now. I mean, it's been helping. I've been keeping myself a bit distracted with like painting, which I've kind of like, I was at kind of like at a little bit of an artist block for like a couple months there, but then just recently I've just been like, yes, and started doing a ton of painting. I unnecessarily painted a project for my psychology class. We were supposed to color it, but all we had in class was colored pencils, and I was just like, no, that's kind of lame. So when I had it home with me, I was just like, what if I paint it? And so I did. And it turned out super groovy. And then my teacher wasn't even here to see it today. Very disappointing. Though we did end up turning it in by taking pictures and posting it on like this website that we do a bunch of our schoolwork on. So, you know, he'll see it at some point. I should just show y'all because I'm so proud of how cool it is. And there's no order, so I'll just like grab it. So it's called making a brain mobiles, you know, a lovely thing that spins. It doesn't spin very much at the moment, but you know. And we had to like label specific parts of the brain. And so I thought, instead of like writing on there, how about I be super cool and like write the parts of the brain and their definition on a piece of paper, and then use yarn to connect it, like one of those like investigation boards where, like, you know, investigators have like strung together all the clues, you know. Or it also looks like one of those things where they like stick a bunch of like cord things all over you and it like measures something. I don't know. Either way, I thought it was super neato. And I very much like this blue sparkle paint that I used for the cerebral cortex. So yeah, this is what I unnecessarily painted. It was honestly really fun to unnecessarily paint. And yeah, that is that. And I'm pretty proud of it. You know, sometimes you just got to paint things completely unnecessarily because, I mean, I didn't want to work on stuff for my other classes, and I was just like, but I need to do something. And then I was just like, how about I paint? And while parts of that were drying, then I could just casually work on painting other things, like this Pikachu here, which I honestly love so much. I'm like, man, I should paint more Dapper Pokemon. Though honestly, I think my next project, I want to try some watercolor. I used to do tons of watercolor because I found out about the amazing thing, which is watercolor pencils. They're the best. So amazing. Because, you know, you kind of put it on like colored pencils, but then you get a brush and wet it, and then it like turns into watercolor. It's so fantastic because you can do a lot of fine details just perfectly because, you know, you just draw it on there and put water on top and then it makes it all pretty. But I want to do like some scenes with Pokemon in them. I've already got an idea for one I definitely want to do, but it's still a secret at the moment. I haven't started or anything, so before I get y'all's hopes up, I gotta make sure that one, I actually find the time to do it, and two, that I actually succeed in doing it. But if it works out, it'll be super cool. I used to, like I said, I used to be really big into watercolor. For a good while, it was like the main type of painting I did. More recently though, I've definitely turned to acrylic painting because you can't really watercolor on Pokemon cards. It's not a good idea. But fortunately, I have lots of canvases, kind of like this one. This one's just a little baby canvas. I don't even know how big it is. It's small size. But I've got more like this size, some that are like twice this size, and some that are like 20 times this size. I don't know what I'm gonna use for my first attempt, but I want to make it really like, I don't know, just really impressive and kind of like draws you into it. I'm excited to see how it works out because it should be pretty groovy. And yeah, I'll probably sell some of my watercoloring stuff too, because honestly watercolor is so pretty. And it's been so long since I've pulled out my watercolor pencils. I have to like actually find where they are. I bought this like huge kit that came with like, I don't know, like 40 of them maybe? It might just be in the drawer of my painting table, but they're really neat. Pretty groovy. You know, maybe while we're in between orders, I can just like begin something with my watercolor pencils. Y'all always want me to like do art videos, but I never do because it's too inconvenient to take my filming stuff into the room that I do art, and plus I would low-key totally get paint on stuff. I mean, I'm pretty careful with my phone, but even still, I've got like this random like black paint on it. It's mostly okay though. The case is kind of old though, so I should just replace it, but I mostly kept it safe from the paint, but alas, not entirely. The paint, yeah. Like by the time I finish painting, like if I've been in there a couple hours and I finish, I just look over my hands and they're just like, there's so much paint. And I'm like, this is how I know that I'm like fully in this. I'm committed to the paint. I'm truly experiencing it, and yes, it makes a mess of my hands. And the desk would be made a mess too, but I just have like a giant poster-sized piece of paper like taped to the desk, and then a bunch of smaller pieces of paper taped to the desk to like put stuff to dry on. It's pretty effective. It's quite effective. I have a full-size easel somewhere, I think. Unless we got rid of it, because it's kind of old and sketchy. But I also have a mini easel just to hold small canvases. It's pretty fun. I'm working on one thing right now on a canvas probably like twice this size that I started it on the mini easel, but then I had the mini easel in my room for some reason, and then I just kind of left it there. It's just in my closet. Like, I should bring this back in here so I can continue working on it. Like, the painting, I think, like, I did the background a really long time ago. And then I started actually doing, like, drawing Pokemon on it, like, less than a month ago. But in terms of drawing Pokemon, I'm like 39% done with that. So there is a long ways to go. Alright, I've come to the conclusion I'm going to start a watercolor piece. I'm gonna go grab my stuff, so I will be back momentarily. And I have returned. Luckily, it was just in a drawer, so pretty easy to find. See, I also got this nice canvas. Just gonna like pop this up so that it's very crooked. There we go. I got it. Then I have my giant thing of watercolor pencils. Apparently it's 72, so I was like 32 off. Not complaining though, because the more the merrier. Huh. I do not, however, have a pencil sharpener in here, so we'll see how that goes. But see, I just got like, it's just got two of these big panels of colors. And my vision is something of a nature scene, so probably start by like picking out greens and browns, because those will be important. And let's see, is this gray or is this green? Or blue? I don't know, I can't tell what color this is. It looks like it's almost shining like a little bit blue, or maybe green, maybe gray. I'm gonna just put it back and not worry about it, because all it has done is cause confusion. I like how there's just like a ridiculously large amount of different greens. I find it pretty groovy. And browns in like any other color, which I feel like is the perfect way to have it, because then you can really get exactly the color you need. And it just kind of works. Let's see, what other colors might I want? Let's see, this one looks good. Probably want some black. And I'm gonna grab some blue as well. I know I'm just like literally getting out almost like all of the things. Well, I mean technically it's closer to half, but I just want to get the ones I don't immediately need off my desk because they take up a lot of space. Alright, there. I'll just put this away now. Hey, welcome, Irvin. Good to see you. We started off pretty slow, so now I am preparing to start a watercolor with watercolor pencils. So no water on screen, but got these fancy watercolor pencils, and nothing to sharpen them with. I'll ask my mom if we have something to sharpen them with. I think she should still be awake. It's only like 10. I think my family is usually partially awake at this time. I don't know. I really don't know. Just to send my full arts. I'd like to donate the rest. Let me see. We gotta figure out where your stack is first off. Not in that box. There it is. Let's see if I can get this out. So let's see what we got. Oh, we got that spicy Giratina. Got some reverses and regular rares and stuff. Got like Altaria, Marnie, bunch of rares and reverses, some more holofoils, this unnecessary extra entry thing. Got Naganadel. Oh, that's a cute Flareon. Some other random cards. Holofoil. This is just like a reverse rare and a sleeve. I remember I used to sleeve those, but not really anymore. Just like, this takes up a lot of unnecessary sleeves. Ooh, there's a baby shiny there. There's another baby shiny. Let's see. Forgetting my sorting method like halfway through. Ooh, holofoil. That's fancy stuff. Also got an Empty Generations pack. One more holo and some more regular cards. So, I don't know if you mean if you just want, like, ultra rares, like these ones, alchemy, or if you want to include things like the energy, the baby shinies. That's not a baby shiny. This is a baby shiny. Where's the other baby shiny? There it is. And, like, regular holofoils or what? But, let's see. Depending on if you want a box or a bubble mailer will also affect it, but if you want just like this stuff or this stuff included, it'll probably be about the same. The $4 for just a bubble mailer and $6 if you want a box. So just let me know what you want to do in regards to that. Send the money whenever. If I get busy and don't see your response in the chat, just email me and we can get that all sorted out. Yeah, include the baby shinies in the energy. Cool, cool. Alright, let's check if we've got any more orders. And none more yet. I guess let's start outlining what I want this picture to be. At the moment it's just completely an idea in my mind, but I feel like I've got a great idea for it. It's all starting with a log that I think should go like right here. Yes. Log. Isn't this a fantastic log? Altar. Oh my goodness, I saw that on the Discord. That's so exciting. I love the Leafeons in this set. I have all of them except for the VMAX alt art, and I need it so bad because it's freaking amazing. This is one of the cards that from the beginning I was like, this is my chase card. I need this. Because now I'll just kind of like partially color this in. Kind of blend some different colors in there. That way it will look like cooler when I put the water on. I also gotta make sure it's thick though, because if it is not enough pigment on there, when I put the water on, it will just kind of disappear. Really, that was your first alt? I would say that is a phenomenal first alt art to get. I have no idea what my first alt art was. It's something. I just picked up this color and I thought it was brown based on this, and then I looked at the tip and it's totally purple. And now I'm confused, but I guess this is just how it goes. Let's see, this color looks very dark. Oh yeah, see, that's what we need. Because it's a nighttime scene, I need the colors all to be extra dark and muted. Because, shadows and darkness, you know? Then, I want there to be, like, forest behind the log, and in front of it, like, a lake. And I have no idea how I intend to accomplish this, but I feel like I'm just kind of give an outline of where I want the water to be. What am I painting? It's a scene with a Pokémon, but I might totally fail, so I'm just trying it out. I'm gonna start drawing the Pokémon momentarily, then you can guess what Pokémon I'm painting. I'll take a quick second and refresh orders though. Alright, I see your your payment for shipping, Irvin. I will go ahead and write your name down for a box. And I should be working on shipping this weekend. Now I'm gonna do some outlining for the plants and bushes and trees and things that are kind of in the way of part of the view. Look at this beautiful tree I've drawn. Isn't it superb? It's such a tree-like tree. At the moment it is so tree-like. Yeah, very much like a tree, you could say. We'll also add like another like tree-like blob thing here. Yes, so much like a tree. I'm gonna switch to like a different one to draw another tree. Aha! Thank you! Look, now I have a pencil sharpener so I can sharpen them. Slightly sharpened. Yeah, I'm just gonna like add some more of these wonky tree-like shapes, cause trees. We'll add leaves and stuff later, at some point. Going to add a hoe flying in the clouds in the sky. Well, it's gonna be nighttime, so you're not really gonna see much in the sky. But I want to make just a little bit of the sky visible, so I should probably like curve the lake more like that. Are you making the Glaceon via alt art scene? No, that would be cool, but I'm drawing my own unique piece of art because I used to like, you know, practice by recreating things that I had seen elsewhere, but now I only like to make things that are like, you know, my own. I like them to be different. I mean, I draw Pokemon, which are already a thing, but I try not to like copy, you know, things that I look at to get ideas exactly. Because it's so much more fun when it's like my own unique thing. And then over across the lake, after I sharpen this pencil slightly, I want some like small mountain hill things. Can't see the top of that one. So yeah, see, there's that lovely outline-ish stuff. Gonna add like a tree coming from like farther back. Yes. More of these lovely, delightful tree shapes. So much tree likeness. Yes, beautiful, beautiful. This is so elementary at the moment, but I promise it will look better at some point. At some point. Lovely scribble noises as I kind of fill in a little bit of color in the lake, just so it's more lake color. I'm gonna pick some of my darker greens and start kind of making some circly leaf things, just kind of as a basic shape. I'll add more detail later once I'm farther along, and probably after I start doing some putting some water on, because yes, I got some like grass and things down here. And some more scribbles for branches. Now this pencil needs to be sharpened. When it comes to watercolor pencil drawing, you have to sharpen the pencils so much. But I mean, I guess that's how it'd be if you're drawing a whole scene like this with regular colored pencils, but why? Why would you do that? I don't know, I guess some people really like regular colored pencils. I don't. But maybe someone does. Let's see. Now this one that might be black. I'm gonna take, let's see, wait. Which one of these looks more like black? This one. The one thing that I don't like about these fancy watercolor pencils is that they don't tell you the color on the pencil. You just have to look at it and hope for the best. But this looks pretty black, I would say. So now I'm gonna kind of start putting a little shape here. Yes. I'm gonna pull up something to look at over here. References, please. Help me to accomplish my grand feats. Huh. Well, okay. That was a little bit helpful. But not really, you know? But we're just gonna keep going. Is this starting to become at all apparent? I think I made the ear too big, but I'ma just go with it. I can make things different shapes and sizes later on if need so be. This really doesn't look that much like it from the back, but it'll look more so like it as I add more details. And that is a foot, maybe? I don't know, this is kind of awkward. Just like add some random stripe marks. Yes, this is somewhat effective in displaying what I would like to make. I'm just gonna fill it in a little bit. Gonna darken the lines here just a bit so we can differentiate. Or so I can differentiate. Y'all don't need to differentiate at the moment. That is but my job. So yeah, there's the start of this scene. It is slowly becoming to make more sense. Yes, beautiful. Look at this. This is progress of sorts. Most certainly. And I'm gonna start adding some more green to the tree. And take a quick second to check orders. Let's see. It would appear that we do not have orders at the moment. So I shall just continue with my art project. I really should have waited until later to start stream, but you know, this is still fun. Oh hey, welcome One and Bat Sneak. It's good to see you guys. At the moment, since we don't have any orders and I was thinking about painting, I decided to start a piece using watercolor pencils. Because I was thinking about it and was like, why the heck not? And so now this is my attempt at creating a super fancy picture. Yes, it is Umbreon! Because Umbreon is pretty epic, and I felt it would totally match the vibes of the scene I wanted to make. Will we be getting celebrations before release date? I honestly don't know right now. It's been super difficult getting pre-orders for, and my guy that I usually get things from has had the worst prices when it comes to celebrations, like over double MSRP, even for me, and it's kind of rough, because usually he at least gives me a little bit of a deal, but celebrations, that's not going to be the case, so I don't really know if I'm going to get it any prior to release date, because I only ordered a couple things from him. But how old am I? Oh, I'm 17. I don't really mind telling people that much. If I was a lot younger, maybe, but I'm gonna be an adult in a few months, so nobody's gonna like die if they know how old I am. I don't think, unless that somehow puts them into some extreme state of shock. I do not know. Though, unlike the one guy that is giving me special celebration perks, I am also pretty close with one of the game stores in my area, and they're usually a lot better about prices on things. Generally not as much scalpers, you could say. But I might be able to get some early from them for celebrations. I was able to with Evolving Skies. That's actually where I got most of my early Evolving Skies, but where Celebrations isn't going to come out with like booster boxes and things, and I don't believe there are pre-release kits, I'd say chances are pretty low, but it really just depends on when they get their stuff. So yeah, I just kind of gotta wait and see. I know it would be so much more ideal to just like already be aware. I mean, it's less than a month away that it comes out, but yeah, it's not going to be super easy peasy to find out by any means, really, because I mean, a lot of places don't even know what their allocations are gonna be. It's been so messy and everybody wants a bajillion things. Oh, you know, speaking of like allocations and stuff, I had ordered 2 of the like pop figure Pokemon countdown calendars for Christmas, and then today I got an email that my order for both of them was canceled. I was really sad. I was like, why? This is pain. Oh, I need to sneeze now. Oh, I couldn't sneeze. This is pain. Alright, I'm gonna check orders again real quick. Make sure I'm not missing any. Let's see. Yeah. Either way, when I do get some, it should be super exciting. I'll try and get as much as I can within reason, since my budget is a lot lower than it has been with previous releases, because most of my money is going to a new car. But I'll be doing the best I can to save up the next few weeks and not buy unnecessary things, I guess. I don't know. Oh dear, I broke it. This is sad times. I can still kind of use it though if I hold it at the right angle. See, this is kind of fine. So originally these were supposed to be like, I don't know, maple trees or something like that. It's just, you know, or like birch or aspen or something normal like that. But I think instead they're going to be pine trees, because I'm like super good at watercolor penciling, whatever they're called, pine trees, that's what they're called. Let's see. Yep, is very much broken. Into the trash can with the broken piece. And now I'm gonna just switch to a different color instead of taking the time to sharpen that one. And then, since I'm just sporadically switching colors left and right, it's not that big of a concern. Right. Gotta like, you know, make some distinction between each tree, but I'll kind of slowly ease into making them different trees. I guess, like, I should probably start with the trees that are coming from, you know, further back from what you can see in the picture, but, I don't know, just kind of add some more scribbly color in there, and at some point it'll become something that makes more sense. Because it's cool when things, oh, that one just broke too. Poor pencils. It's probably because when I first got them, I dropped them a few times, and you know, when you drop colored pencils, the lead inside usually breaks. So yeah, kind of sad times. Let's see if we got any orders now. Been super duper slow tonight. Still no orders. Maybe I will just end the stream now and reschedule it for like a couple hours later. Because usually people seem to be on more a little bit later. Unless you all just, like, the 4 people watching just want to continue watching me paint while we wait for orders. But I guess draw at this point, since I haven't, you know, activated the paintness. Or whatever you call it. I don't really know how entertaining it is, but at least I'm, like, monologuing the whole time. I feel like that's ought to make it a little bit better. I'd like to think I'm at least somewhat entertaining. Somewhat. Gonna get the edge. Or at least partially get the edge. Just, I'm gonna just like turn it this way. Scrub. This is much more effective. Alright, lovely tree blob going on there. let's see, what color am I going to use next? I'll use this one. And we will do some coloring down here. Yes. Struggling with the edges. Always struggling with the edges. It's easier when there's not something that you don't want to get color on underneath, but oh well. I can deal with a little bit of difficulty. Right, I think we might have just gotten an order. So maybe I will put the canvas away. It's loading. Yes, alright, we've got one full metal wall for Jason. Let me set this aside. And let's grab that. One full metal wall. Let's see. Let's grab my scissors, because those are helpful. Here's the yellow. Yeah, I just don't have the yellow out right now, but once I get it out, then I will. Alright, we're starting off with a Tangrowth, a Diglett, Glameow, Drowsy, and an Ultra Forest Cartonboy. Fortunately, nothing too fancy in that one. Sorry, Tangrowth, I left him behind. Yeah, I'll give it a minute just in case we get more orders. If not, then I will just keep drawing on the canvas. It's gonna look so much cooler when I add water. I'll probably do that off stream, but who knows. If y'all really want to see what happens when you put water on top of the watercolored pencils, it actually is kind of groovy. Not gonna lie. I'd probably have to lay out something that's, you know, not a Pokemon playmat if we were to do that, though. Just randomly stick those in there. Alright, not seeing more orders as of yet, so the canvas shall return. And I'm gonna start drawing adding a little bit of color for the little bit of shore. Try not to let it blend into the log too much. But I will make sure to darken the log even more, so it'll be fine. See, like this. And I'll grab another soft color to create like something of a sand-ish thing. See, that color's a little bit more sandy. Maybe a little bit too golden looking though. I might have to find something to neutralize that a bit. I'll just grab another brown. Oh, this looks like a good one for this, yes. And then it makes it look too light for something that's supposed to be a nighttime scene. I mean, I could just add some gray, I guess. Give it kind of some shadowiness to it. Just also don't want it to accidentally blend in with Umbreon, because that would be weird if Umbreon and the shore were the same color. Alright, I think that's sufficient for now. I guess I'm going to put a little bit of color back here too, but in the back there I'm mostly gonna fill it with like grass and stuff, make it look like a little bit of a trail here. But, you know, Umbreon came from somewhere in this forest, so maybe Umbreon comes here every night to stargaze, so a little path is kind of formed over time. Yeah, see, that's perfect. And then add some more grass. I'm gonna just start with a little. Kind of make some good little grass strands there. Add a little bit of grass on this side. It's mostly obscured by trees though. Gonna add some grass over here on the shore. Because there's always grass everywhere. See, that's pretty groovy. I'm gonna add a little bit more color in here. See, I'll darken the piece of grass that's just randomly coming up. There we go. Alright, I feel like that looks pretty solid for the foreground. Now I figure out more of the background, which is going to be a lovely lake reflecting the vibrant night sky. It's going to want a lot of nice purples and blues. I'm going to start off with this lighter purple color just as a little bit of a base, and then I'll do darker colors on top of it, so just a little bit of the purple will blend with them and show through. Try not to accidentally color Umbreon purple. I mean, it could be like a shiny Umbreon type thing and, you know, add some purple to it, but that's not exactly my plan for this one. Add some more of this darker color now. Yes. Definitely looking a lot more like something you would see at nighttime now. Still got a bit of work to do though in that regard. Let's add some of this color. Let's see. This one's a lot darker. Add that as well. Yes. Fill that in a bit more. I like to do like left to right in my coloring, but when it comes to like tight little spaces like this, the left to right gets very difficult, but it doesn't change that it's how I prefer to draw. Instead of up and down, because that just does not vibe as much. Make sure there's plenty of water so that behind the trees you can see that there is still water. Let me take a quick second to refresh orders. Alright, I don't think I see more currently. So I'll keep adding some color to the lake. I definitely need to darken Umbreon a lot too. And then I'm going to add a little bit of black to kind of make it more murky, because it is still nighttime. Even if the moon is pretty bright, it will not entirely light up a lake, because lakes are large and dark. Just a little bit. I'll have to add even more after I probably do the first addition of water, but for the time being, I think that is sufficient. I'm gonna add some more color to Umbreon now, because Umbreon looks so light compared to everything else currently. Let's see. Get that tail done, the tips of the ears. Shape that out a little bit more. Try to like make that a point, but doesn't want to look very pointy. Definitely say that looks a little bit better right now though. And the mountains in the distance. So those will also be mostly black with a little bit of gray. Sharpen this real quick. I'll start kind of shading in those. They're just like the way background of the picture, so it's not too important. But definitely want to add a little bit of detail there so that, you know, it's not just turning into blobs in the very back. At least not entirely turning into blobs. Maybe like partially, but I can live with partial blobs. And then behind that, I will do more of the night sky. I mean, well, actually the night sky, since at the moment it's mostly just the night sky reflected on the lake. We're gonna go ahead and add the real night sky all the way over here behind the mountains, so the even more back of the background. And I'll make sure to darken that up a lot too, but for the moment I'm not too worried about it making it super dark. Add a little bit of black though. And I'll probably add stars as like a finishing touch, but those won't go on until later, because at the moment, if I do stars, they would just completely disappear when I wet everything else. So at the moment, there's no real good reason to be doing the stars, unless I just wanted to have them there so I could think about how there will be stars later. I might actually even use some like glittery gold acrylic paint I have to do the stars. I know it's a watercolor piece, but sometimes for the sake of glittery stuff, you know? Or I might just use watercolor pencils. I'm kind of just gonna, you know, play it by ear or by eye, however that saying works in this case, and figure it out as I get there. Cause, yeah, don't want to try and figure out too early, cause you never know how things will actually end up progressing. Let's see, I'm gonna add a little bit more color on this edge here, because it's super annoying to color on the edge. And move to the other edge real quick. I'm honestly thinking this is looking really good so far. I was worried I might not be able to capture it because it's been so long since I've used watercolor pencils as a medium, but I think this is actually turning out pretty nice so far. Let's see. Our stream! First off, thank you for the super chat, and the stream's just been super slow so far tonight, and I've been wanting to do not an acrylic, a watercolor piece. So I decided I would start drawing with my watercolor pencils while we just vibe, since there's not very many people here. And I mean, there are like 12 people watching, so it must be somewhat successful. I mean, it is a pretty cool scene now that it's a lot more fleshed out. I feel like it looks quite cool. This is nothing compared to what it's going to look like once I add water and darken some of the colors. This log looks funky. Also looks like Umbreon's sitting in front of the log, but Umbreon's supposed to be sitting on the log. I gotta like fix that. And Umbreon's tail looks awkward, but we will work on that too. There we go. A little bit of more darkness there. And now comes the decision. Should I just start doing the actual water painted on stream since we're not opening stuff, or should I wait and do that later? I don't know. You know what? Why not? I'm gonna grab my water stuff, so I will be back momentarily. Once again. And hello, I've returned. I moved the Charmander, Squirtle, Bulbasaur out of the way. I got a cup of water, is my paint cup. A random selection of paintbrushes. And yeah. Let's see, I think I'm gonna start off with, I think I'll just start from the top and go down maybe? Yeah, let's just see how this goes. I'm gonna start off darkening this up. Look how it already looks so much more vivid. It is so cool how much adding the water changes it. It looks so neat too. Yes. It always looks so much lamer before the water gets added, but then it gets so cool. Sometimes it doesn't really want to like blend in well, but probably just means I need to add a little bit more color to it later. And I think that's about as far as that'll go. Just add a little bit more water here. I guess technically if I was doing things how I said I was going to, I should have colored the sky before the mountains, but I don't know, it just kind of didn't happen that way. But mountains looking pretty cool. And let's see, I'm gonna grab this really thin paintbrush and kind of dab it on the sky back here. Let's see. Definitely gonna need to add a little bit more like blue and purple to the sky on my second round. That's what's nice, is once it dries you can add more color. Or I mean, you can even add color while it is wet. It just depends on the effect you want to get. Because if you go just straight on like the watercolor pencils on water, it'll give you like a really dark, thick color, which is not always what you want, but in certain cases it can be super snazzy. Yeah, see, now the mountains in the sky look like they're one. There's not much distinction, but when I add more color, I will make sure to make the colors a little bit easier to tell apart and be careful not to let them mix as much. But honestly, still not looking too bad. Now I'm gonna get a little bit bigger of a not marker, it's still a paintbrush. And I'm gonna start the water. Oh yeah, that's looking so much better. See, this is why it's so exciting once you get to this part. It just, oh, the color just really comes out. As you wet it, it just turns into such rich, vibrant colors. All the layers kind of blend together. And I love it. I love it so much. Careful not to like put a bunch of blue on top of Umbreon. I use this smaller one to do the finest details, or just, yeah, we'll just continue on with this for now. Kind of use a little bit of this effect to make it look a little bit more natural. And of course get some over here, because there's water on this side too. And that looks so much nicer now. Now for the trees, I'm gonna grab this other slightly larger one. And we'll start putting color in the trees. Already looking so much better. I definitely think I'll still need to darken it a good bit though. Yes, because these trees look a little bit light for it being like probably like, I don't know, it's like 10:58 right now, so I guess probably like 10:58 at night here too in my picture, because why not? It's like 11 o'clock at night. I mean, depending on the type of the year and the, you know, latitude, it would be different, but it's fine, it's fine. See, just keep painting it across. Another nice thing about using watercolors as opposed to acrylic is, of course, acrylic is like washable with water. It still is really annoying when you're cleaning, because it tries to just linger, and when it gets in and on things, it's a lot more difficult to clean up. But with watercolor, you literally just like get a wet rag and poof, gone, clean, problem solved. Does not want to cover everything up here, does it? Move my water a little bit closer. So I'm getting down lower in here. And keep just making it go out a little farther, one stroke at a time, till we get all the way down to the bottom. And soon we'll do the other side of trees. Alright. Yes, beautiful. And now on this side. This side is a lot bigger, so I'm gonna just go in there with big paintbrush. That's what it's called. It's a paintbrush. And just really quickly get that started, because it'll take so long if I just, you know, do it with a teeny paintbrush. Just like the most smallest amount at a time. Kind of painful, not gonna lie. This way we can just brush across and it'll be pretty speedy. And then I'll do some minor detailing with the smaller paintbrush. Now it's just covering and wetting all of the paint. Oh, I just love how much more vibrant it makes it. It always like surprises me how much it really does change. But at the same time, it's like I knew this was gonna happen. But things just really do be like that sometimes. Almost done down in that corner. Bring a little bit more of the paint down. Do some brushing across. Since they're supposed to be pine trees, make them a little bit more squiggly like a pine tree. I know you wouldn't usually describe a pine tree as squiggly, but for painting purposes I shall do exactly that. Alright, I think that is good enough with that. Now I'm gonna start, I'm gonna kind of add some color to the grass right here, because it's kind of groovy. Get a little bit of color in there, darken that, get just a little bit more water. I think that was too much more water, but it still is effective. some over here. A little bit right there. Okay. I think that is sufficient there. Now, I'm gonna start darkening Umbreon. This is where it gets good, because Umbreon is like, you know, a very important part of this picture. Oh, that looks so much better when it's dark. Yes, yes. So amazing. And kind of go up into that point there. Spread it across. Leave a little bit of white to work with when I add the yellow later. And then I got to do the tail. And we'll continue darkening that. And I feel like the tail looks too small, and it seems like it should be coming from more like that. Definitely darken that a little bit more later. Alright, and now I'm gonna find the very small brush. Gonna get the blue. The blue just wants to bleed into the black still. What lovely alliteration. Alright, and gonna fix some of the blue that's, you know, right by the trees. And up there on the shore. Clean up a little around the ears. There we go. Kind of soak up a little bit of the water here because it's taking away from the shape. Another nice thing, you can just like dry the paintbrush and then gather water off of the surface of the piece if there's too much water somewhere or you need to fix the coloring a bit. There we go. Except this part right here, you can still see the purple from the lake underneath, but not too much of a problem. The ears still look way too big though. Gotta like work on making the rest of the body a little bit more proportional. And I mean, I could probably also just shrink the ears a little bit. Hey, welcome Joe, good to see ya. We've been slow tonight, so I am now painting cause I wanted to. We'll kind of mix in up here into the lake. And then I can kind of reshape the ears just a little bit to make them a little bit better of a size. Alright, need more of the dark over here. Let's see. I'm gonna just go and put some pencil straight on there. Just kind of fill in Umbreon, make sure it is nice and dark. Get some up here on the tail, add some there. Hey, welcome Kyle, good to see you as well. Let's see. One of the ears is like way thicker than the other now. This is still not going super great with these ears. Gotta like shave off some of the ear and mix the darkness into the lake. We're revealing like all of the purple underneath now. And mix some of that in there. And I'm gonna mix it up more so I can fix the ear. Then we're just gonna make that head a little bit more consistently shaped. Now the other ear feels too big. I think in conclusion, I will never feel like Umbreon's ears are right just because they're really weird shaped. You know, they're just kind of wonky. By nature. Is how they are meant to be, I guess. Hey, welcome April. At some point this was supposed to be ripping ships, but I was ordering and I wanted to paint, so here we are now. Kind of vibey though. I'm quite enjoying this. I can't say I've ever painted on camera, let alone live stream, so kind of groovy. Now time to fill in, starting with this log. There's supposed to be a log, but I don't know if you can really tell that it's a log, but I tried to make it look like a log. I tried. And then we'll get more water. Just gotta shape that and make sure it's not all scawampus. Make it at least somewhat consistent. Let's see, I'm gonna grab a darker brown and add some color just straight on there. I need some more on this end of the log. Just kind of add that, and let's grab a different brownish color to kind of add that color in there a little better. I think we did like 1 or 2 orders so far tonight, but that was it. Then I started painting. But I'm pretty close to done with this. I'll need to let it dry shortly, so I just want to, you know, finish this first stage for y'all while I'm already, you know, videoing it. That'd be kind of fun if I ever want to like look back and watch this. I could like save it and turn it into like a time lapse. Be like that time I painted a scene of Umbreon on live stream. Good times. Definitely good times. Right, gotta add a little bit more water to finish there. And kinda fix the grass slightly. This grass looks super weird now, but it's okay. And just gonna darken around the grass over here, and this awkward little spot by the tree. Oh yeah, let's go. I am currently loving how this is turning out. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to achieve, you know, the effect I wanted, but so far this is going exceedingly well. Now I'm gonna do a couple little touches and then I'm gonna grab the yellow out. Oh, this is still trying to be brown. This is green right here, you silly paint. And as some switches of green there. Mix this up and be like, add the green. Mix this up more. Add the green. Green. Yes, adding so much green. Needs more of this green. Because the other colors kind of took over the green. There's extra green among the trees. Yeah. Perfect green to just steal and add a little bit here and there. Mix it up a little more up here. And mix this little spot right here that's just kind of not much color. And oh my goodness, that is pretty neato. Alright, I think it is ready to dry for now. Just gonna do the last little bit of yellow and then finishing touches after it has dried. Let's see, where's a nice yellow? I think this one will do. I'm gonna just wet it first. I think this will be easier. Here's wet, wet, and wet. And now time to add, where did I put the yellow? It's still right here. I'll definitely darken up the yellow a little bit more later. Or darken or brighten, I don't know what I'm trying to say. You know, make it more actually looking like the color yellow. No, they'll just be a little bit. So you can kind of get an idea of what I'm going to want to do to create the desired effect later. Alright, I think that is pretty swell for now. Alright, let me set that down, and then I'm gonna hurry and go put this away, and then I'll be back, and we can return the focus to Pokemon cards instead of random Pokemon painting. Yes. Alright, I'll be back momentarily. I just gotta go set this in my art room to dry, and put my mat back on the desk. Look, I changed the mat. I've been so excited to use this one. There we go. Perfect. Beautiful. I wish I could fit the whole mat in screen, but it's definitely better to just have it zoomed in well. Oh wow, John. That sounds like times are going pretty vibey for ya. And James, you have me awfully confused, but okay. Let's see. Alright, still no orders. Man. Just want to open Pokemon. I guess I'll have to open something for myself. What should I open tonight? So many options on the board. I think I'll open a pack of Vivid. I'm quite well stocked on Vivid at the moment, which is nice because sometimes it's really hard to find. Alright, let's grab that code card. Whoosh! 1, 2, 3, 4 to the front. Starting off with a Water Energy, Aromatic Energy. There's a Duat, Hero's Medal, Duskull, Ferroseed, Rowloo, Sandile, Welmer, Blitzel Rivers, and a Magearna Holofoil. I will take it. At least it is not some random rare without shininess. Yes, that was super awkward, but you know, sometimes I'm awkward and I think that is okay. If you don't think it is okay, then I respect your opinion. Alright, and I think we just got an order is loading, taking its time. Alrighty, we've got a Vivid Voltage for April. Let's do it. Let's hope you get something even spicier in your pack of Vivid. Let's see, there's that code card. Whoosh! 1, 2, 3, 4 to the front. Starting off with a Lightning Energy, Galvantula, Swellow, Wash Energy, Charmander, Chatot, Joltik, Cottony, Mudbray, Shedinja Reverse, and a Dialga Holofoil. Let's get that into a sleeve. And do we have a pile for you, or are we starting a new one? I think we sent out your stuff pretty recently, so it's probably a new one. If I am remembering correctly. Let's see, where is my pen? Alright. And go ahead and get that in there. Perfect. Your package last week. Coolio. Hey, welcome Jaden. You have arrived just as we started actually opening packs. For most of the stream, I've been painting. Watercolor, in fact. Pretty vibey stuff, you know. But now we're opening Pokemon, and so it's extra vibey. Are the codes multiple duplicates? What? I'm a little bit confused, but with the codes, each one I show is different, though some of them are for the same set. Each code can be used once, so when I show a different code card, it's got a different code. But for the same set, it's pretty groovy. Also, I just found this super cool Umbreon thing that I kind of love. So you got normal Umbreon, Cresselia Umbreon, Darkrai Umbreon, Lunala Umbreon, and Moltres Umbreon. Why is this so cool? I love this. I want to put that as a screensaver somewhere. Just casually save it. Like all my Izzy and Bean pictures. And the chickens. And I'm gonna just say Umbreon. There, now that it's saved. Got that saved now. Alright, we'll hop back to here. You missed it. Well, I mean, you technically could just go back and watch it. The earlier part of the video didn't just cease to exist or anything. As far as I'm aware, it remains available. Alright, and checking for the orders. Oh. The main problem with it is the square makes it too small to use on my computer, but I'm like, what other screen do I have that would, fit a square? No screens are square shaped. Ooh, this is kind of cool though. It's Cosmion, or Cosmog, I can't tell the difference between those two, and Umbreon. And then it's Musharna and Espeon. Why is this so cool? I love it. And I just want to look at Pokemon fusions. Oh my goodness, why are these so amazing? Okay, we are looking at these now. Look, it's Leafeon and Shaman. And Ghastly and Umbreon. Why are these so amazing? Misdreavus and Espeon. What's her name? Primarina and Glaceon. Honestly, that is so lit. Oh, Sylveon and Glaring Ponyta. This is amazing. What is this? Oh my goodness. Unowned Umbreon. How are people so genius? Magikarp Vaporeon! This is my new favorite Pokemon. This is without doubt my new favorite Pokemon. My new favorite. Second, technically though, because Arceus is still number 1. There we go. Alright. I like this. I like this very much. It's Frostmoth and Espeon. It's so pretty. And Colossal and Umbreon. Oh my goodness, whoever is making these, amazing. Melodic. And Vaporeon, it's so beautiful. And Dusclops and Umbreon. These are literally like the greatest things. Oh, this one's Eevee and Cosmog. And this one is Shaman and Galarian Ponyta. Oh my goodness. These are so amazing. Now I'm just gonna look at Pokemon fusions all the time, specifically of the evolutions, because this is amazing. Best thing I have seen in a while. This is just absolutely phenomenal. Give me Pokemon fusions. Whoa. That's kinda hot. Oh my goodness, the Lapras Appleton! Oh my goodness, I didn't think it could get better. Slow Champ. That's honestly frightening. I like Flyix. Mr. Trust, though, is going to give me nightmares. Dragapult Giratina, that is so lit. Oh my goodness. I love that. This, though, is scary. Sizer Lucario kind of disturbs me just a bit. Yeah. Whoa. Hydreigon Sharpedo. Weeping Dash! Whoa, Cubone and Gyarados. Dang. Sandile and Bulbasaur. Ooh. Luxray and Torracat. It just makes sense. Hehehe. Oh my goodness. I love this. Cursula and Vaporeon. And Munna and Dragapult. This is like the best. Some of these are really scary, but some of these are just beautiful. Like, look at this, they're little alchemy snom baby things. I got like Reticulus and Cosmog. This is really cool. Whoa. Appleton Bulbasaur, yes. Whoa. That's pretty neato. Applin Bulbasaur, yes, it's picnic time. Oh my goodness, Punkaboo Bulbasaur, yes. And Maractus Mimikyu. Why is this like the best thing I've seen in like so long? Whoa. That's pretty groovy. Is another Lapras one. Amazing. So amazing. The Cyndaquil. Appleton. That is beautiful. Mischievous Umbreon. Also amazing. Mismagius Umbreon. And Ponyta Glaceon. Friggity frackin' amazing. Look, it's my favorite Pokemon again. This is cool too. Cosmog, Alolan Ninetales. Like, heck yes. It's just so perfect. Whoa, Finian Vaporeon and Goldie Melodic. Legendary. We got Sylveon Leafeon. And Umbreon Vaporeon. That's kind of groovy, not gonna lie. Ooh, and we got Sylveon Espeon. He's so pretty. And Sylveon Umbreon. That's like just vibes. Just vibes. This is so cool. I know some of these are duplicates, but I still love it all. Whoa, shiny Gyarados Vaporeon. Heck yes. And also Primarina Melodic is not bad. Ooh, this time it's Espeon Mismagius. And Goldeen and Sylveon. Why is this so amazing? Whoa. That's neat. Huh. I don't know how I feel about this one, but we shall just continue on. There's another Mimikyu. Always with alchemy. It's so delightful. Whoa. I love this. These vibes. These vibes. Oh my goodness. It's just cuteness. They're making more types of evolutions, and I agree with it very much. Oh, they're just so amazing. This is like just simply delightful. Oh, we already looked at this one, but I still love it. That's pretty neato Dorito, not gonna lie. Alchemy Vulpix and Zigzagoon Jolteon, just yes. Yes, 1,000 times yes. This is just so delightful. Look at these babies. They're just so beautiful. Whoa, Deontay Sylveon and Rimbombi Sylveon is amazing. Primarina Sylveon. Somehow it just works. Eevee Vulpix. Yes. And Mimikyu Chandelier. Yes. So beautiful. Let's see. That's just what I looked at. Leafeon and Nickit. Yes. And Comfrey and Vaporeon. Oh, it's just too amazing. We got Shaman Eevee and Alola Marowak Flareon. I love it. Leafeon Vaporeon. That's beautiful. And Leafeon Flareon. I like this one better, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Whoa. Snom Reticulus. That's kind of groovy. And Roserade Hatterene. I kinda like it. Oh, that's neato. That is so neato. Ooh, which one should I look at next? Which one have I not looked at? I don't even know. Oh, I already looked at this one, but I love it. It's amazing. It's simply amazing. Well, y'all, I'm gonna make a poll now. Should I just like, should I end stream and then start later? Or should I like keep going? I don't know. Let me hurry and type this out. This is so disorienting. I can't even spell. Spelling is difficult. And option 3. Alright. There we go. Now there is a poll. Y'all can answer the poll if you so desire. Yes. And I'm gonna drink my boring water. Still not a huge fan. Also, I need to look at this now. Sylveon Umbreon and Glaceon Sylveon. It's just beautiful. This is so delightful. What is this? Wow. Neato. That's what it is. Look, it's the original one. What else is there to explore? I don't know for sure exactly what's going on here, but it's confusing me. So I'm gonna just keep scrolling. Let's see. Ooh, Cherry Blossom. That's cute. Alright, let's hop back here and I'm gonna check what our vote is so far. So far we've had 2 people vote for keep streaming and that is it. Only 2 votes. This is not all that helpful. But I guess I'll wait and see if we get more and keep watching for orders. Just kind of keep vibing. Yeah, water is like all I don't drink. I just get my water from other things because plain water just is very unpleasant to me. Alright, well, I guess I'm opening another pack of Vivid Voltage because I just want to open stuff, but we're not getting any orders. Snip. Yes, it does say it went up to 3 votes now. Let's see. There's that code card. Whoosh! Oh, I missed the trash can. Sad times. Alright, there's 4 to the front. Starting off with a Fighting Energy, Zebstrika, Dusclops, Beauty, Chimecho, Blitzel, Slugma, Beldum, Milcery, Deoncé Reverse, and Regirock. So many regular holofoils. And yes, I do sell cards. That is the main point of the stream. As you can see, I've got this big list of different packs that I have available that people can buy from me. I open the packs for them, and then make stacks for them, and when they're ready they pay shipping and I send the fancy cards to them. It's pretty fun. Whoa, what is this? Altaria Flareon. Kinda wild, not gonna lie. Whoa. That's kinda groovy, not gonna lie. Whoa, what is this? Dragalge with Altaria, Kingdra with Altaria, Archeops with Altaria. I like this. More Altarias plus Xatu, Sigiliv, amazing. Look, it's Lapras with Omastar or with Aggron. That's pretty vibey, not gonna lie. Whoa. Those are cool. I like that. What else have we got here? Whoa. That's kinda neato Dorito. Especially the Tantrum one. The Trevenant one is kinda groovy too, not gonna lie. Whoa. Gallade. None of these make all that much sense, but I guess, whatever the artist wanted to, think. So many delightful fusions. Alright, still looks like 3 people have said keep streaming. I don't know, things have been so slow. Even if I keep streaming, I feel like it's not gonna get busy for long enough that it probably would be a better idea to just log off for a little bit. I mean, we're still at 6 viewers total. It's not necessarily a ton. I mean, I do appreciate each of you, but I can only randomly entertain you with stuff that I come up with for so long until it just kind of gets to the point that it's just like, I do not know. May just continue later. I mean, it's almost midnight now, but I could just wait until like 1 AM. Maybe everybody will be free by 1 AM. I'm probably just gonna do that. I'll just disappear for like an hour, and unless I accidentally fall asleep, I will be back. So, until then, I guess, thank y'all for coming, and I will see you in a bit.